just so you guys can see how big this is, this right here is a 6x6, and this is what the 6x6 looks right next to this huge package. Hey everyone, today I have a really exciting unboxing from speedcubeshop.com, including the brand new TE X-Men Designs Ambition 4x4, as well as a bunch of cool dinosaur puzzles. So without further ado, let's get into it. Alright, so I'm pretty sure you guys are really excited about the X-Men Ambition, and so am I, so we're going to take a look at this one first, and we'll take a look at the other stuff later on in the video. Alright, so here it is, TE's brand new X-Men Designs Ambition 4x4. And I've heard a bunch of really great things about this 4x4, so I'm really looking forward to opening it up and testing it out for my first time. Alright, so here it is. This right here is the X-Men Ambition 4x4, and well, this box, this reminds me of the box that used to come with the Valks, except this time it's white, so yep, so here is the cube. It actually feels really light in my hands. I wonder how light it is. Let me just go check that real quick. Alright, so according to Speedcube Shop, this cube is 106 grams, which is actually pretty light now that I think about it. And this is also 60 millimeters, which is a great size for a 4x4. Then inside the box, we also have another instruction manual, but I mean, it's probably just going to be the same. Yeah, just a pamphlet and a bunch of cards, so nothing too special there. So yeah, let's just do some first turns on the cube right now. Alright, so here it is, and wow, it actually feels really smooth out of the box. I mean, there isn't that much lube on the outside, although now as I am turning it, there is still a little bit of lube which is sort of seeping onto the exterior, but it's not really noticeable. And I'm not sure what quite is wrong with the tensions, but it definitely isn't tensioned very well at the moment. I'm not sure if it's too loose or too tight. Okay, yeah, it's definitely too tight, so I'm definitely going to have to loosen this just a little bit, but out of the box, I'm actually pretty impressed, even though it is very tight. Like, the turning itself is extremely smooth. Like, I'm not really locking up that much, and even if I do lock up, I'm sure it will soon be fixed when I tension this cube a little bit. And yeah, I'm actually really loving the smooth feel. Yeah, so it's like a really smooth papery feeling, and I'm a huge fan of that. As for the magnet strength, ooh, the magnet strength is actually quite weak. It's definitely on the weaker side, although it is kind of noticeable when you turn the layer like this. But like, yeah, it doesn't really feel very noticeable when I'm just turning it jigsaws. And is the inner layer stronger than the outer layers? Yeah, I think it's a little bit stronger, but I'm not 100% sure, so feel free to fact check me and let me know in the comments below, cause they are kind of similar. So yeah, I'm just gonna take a screwdriver and loosen this cube a bit. So I loosened it by 180 degrees, and it definitely feels a lot better right now. It's definitely locking up a bit less. And yeah, I'm actually quite a fan of this. Out of the box, it's actually a lot quicker than I expected, and yeah, it's actually feeling really nice out of the box. And this might actually, become a main contender for me. So right now, my main is the RS4M, which I think is the best budget 4x4. And yeah, this might just beat it. It definitely is turning very fluidly, and I'm a huge fan of the smooth feeling of this cube. And I almost forgot to mention, but there is a brand new X-Men Designs logo, as you can see from here. And I do kind of like this sort of minimalistic design, where it kind of looks like an X at the same time. So that is a pretty nice logo, and I don't know why I just did the ALG, but and yeah, so this is actually a pretty promising cube, so I might do a review on it. I don't know, maybe 200 likes, and I'll make a review on the X-Men 4x4. Yeah, I'm actually kind of enjoying this at the moment. It is actually kind of cool. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this earlier, but this does feel a lot like the Wutre. If you don't know what the Wutre is, it's basically an old 4x4 from TE. It used to be the best 4x4 on the market, then stuff like the Alsu GTS2M came out and it sort of lost its relevance. But yeah, this does sort of remind me of the feel of the Wutre now that I think about it. Alright, so next up we're going to take a look at these dinosaur puzzles from Fangsin. As you can see, these are the Fangsin dinosaur puzzles, and this, I'm pretty sure this is supposed to be a red or orange one. I can't tell what color this is. This is a blue and this is a green, so I wonder if I'll be able to solve these. Without needing any tutorials. So I'm assuming this just tells you how to solve the cube. Well, wait, there's one for each, so yeah, I guess this is supposed to be red, so there's one of each, which is really funny, but let's just hope I don't need this. So let's take a look at the blue one first. Alright, let's do some first turns, I guess. I mean, corner cutting, let's check corner cutting. Is there any corner cutting? There is actually a bit of corner cutting. That's actually kind of funny. There isn't a lot of corner cutting though, but there is a slight amount of corner cutting, as you can see. Yeah, it does corner cut, and it does actually feel kind of smooth, but I'm not really sure how I would finger trick it, because as you can see, there's a whole bunch of other shapes, and this is obviously a shape mod, and it's going to be really hard for me to sort of finger trick this cube, as I'm not really familiar with any non-WCA puzzles. Really, the only non-cubic shaped puzzles that I've tried are like maybe a Pyraminx and a Megaminx, and this is just on a whole nother level. So I'm going to try solving this later, and let's take a look at the red/orange one. Yeah, this one, wait, surprisingly this one actually turns quite a bit better than the blue one. I'm not 100% sure why, but this does turn a bit better. As you can see, it is locking up quite a bit. Obviously, I don't expect these to be, you know, professional speed cubes, but they are fun things to have and display. And next up, we have the green one. And this actually looks kind of funny. This kind of just looks like a big blob, or you know, something I can hold in my hand. But yeah, this is also, yeah, it turns, pretty much all of them feel kind of similar. Like the feel is just this sort of sandy, maybe papery feeling, but it is overall quite a smooth puzzle. But obviously, I'm not gonna think of these as speed cubes. These are obviously just a collector's item. In case you guys haven't noticed, this is actually just a 2x2x3. If you look at it from here, you can see there's 2 layers on this side and 2 layers on this side. So 1, 2 on this side, 1, 2 on this side. So even though this is completely out of proportion, this is actually, just look at this and pretend that this right here is a 2x2. So this is a 2x2x3. As you can see, it's sort of slanted a bit, but you can see there's 1, 2, 3 layers. And then for this one, there's 1, 2, and then 3 layers as well. And then for this one, it's the same thing. 1 layer here, 2 layers here, and then this is the 3rd layer. And then all of them are just like a 2x2 at the top. So this makes all of these 2x2x3 shape mods. Alright, so I think the first one I'm going to try is this green one. So let's just scramble it. But before I scramble it, let's just make sure I know roughly where each piece goes. Alright, let's just start scrambling it. As you can see, this does shape shift, so it's going to be really exciting trying to solve this. Alright, so it's scrambled now, and I think I'm just gonna start with the feet. So this is a foot, I believe, and this is the other foot, I think. Yeah, so I have this sort of bottom area kind of done, and I'm not really sure what to do next. Okay, I believe this should be where, yeah, so this connects with the feet, and then I'm not too sure what to do from here. Let's just try flipping a bunch of stuff. And oh god, this looks really weird. So these 2 pieces are out of place, I believe. I'm not 100% sure how to swap them, so yeah, well, because you're a bit of an idiot and you don't know that when you're solving a 2x2x3, you're supposed to start with the middle layer and not start with the first layer like a regular 2x3. What a noob. Let's just do another swapping algorithm. Alright guys, so I finished up this part, and does the hit automatically solve? And yes, thankfully the hit automatically solves itself. So no, the hit does not automatically solve itself. You got lucky with a last layer skip. What an idiot. I'm actually really embarrassed that it took me that long to figure out how to solve this, so let's just move on to the blue one, and I'll take a look at this one and see if I can solve it any faster later on in the video. Alright, so let's go ahead and scramble this, and hopefully it doesn't give me as much of a nightmare as the green one did. So let's just mix this up a bit. Alright, and I think that should be pretty scrambled at this point. I'm not sure if there's much more that I can do to scramble this. So alright, so okay, remember the first thing I have to do is solve the center, right? So I'll just go ahead and solve the center first. Is that solved? Is that solved? Yeah, I think it is. Wait, let me just try this. Yeah, okay, that's okay. So this is solved, and now let's solve the. This looks really funny. Let's solve the head first. So, like that. Oh god, this lock up. All right, Okay, so I've got this part of the head done, and then we need this leg to connect with this leg. So I'll connect it like that. Wait, no, but that disturbs the head. So let me just try this. Okay, and then I'll connect the legs like this. Okay, so now I've got these two legs here. Alright, and then these two legs connect with this head. And now I just have to solve this, because unfortunately I did not get a skip on it this time. So I will have to figure this one out. So hey bro, that's a really nice dinosaur puzzle you've got there. It looks really fun and all, but why can't you solve the last layer? Oh wait, it's because you're supposed to solve it using a T-perm and not solve it intuitively. Right, so I think I'm getting somewhere. So then if I connect the head here, and then if I connect this head back. Alright, yeah, so we are pretty much done at this point. So as you can see, I'm done with most of the build except for this part and this part over here. So first of all, let me just flip this edge using R2, U2, R2, U2, R2. Oops, R2, there we go. Yeah, and so now all we have to do right now is to sort of flip these two so that they, you know, sort of flip and then face the top. Alright, so I don't want to waste any more time in this video solving these dinosaur puzzles. So if you guys want to continue watching me solve these dinosaur puzzles, then go watch this video, which is on my second channel. This video will be uploaded on my second channel, Cuberzz MS Elite Pro Access V2 WRAM 2021 edition. Yes, that's the name of my new channel. So on this new channel, I'll post plenty of stuff like extra scenes, bloopers, maybe some behind the scenes, and I'm also going to be posting some Q&As and collaborations with other YouTubers. So make sure you go check it out, link in the description below.